So in beautiful Nuevo Leon, at an elevation of about 2,200 feet, we're going west up into the Sierra Madre. We got one of the most northern growing cycad species. We got Dioon edule. Not sure what agave species is at the base there, but you could see it's growing, 120 feet above us on a cliff, and then there's a little one there. These things love full sun. I got a couple in my yard in South Texas. But of course, to see any species in habitat's a whole different experience. See Kyle's over there looking for snakes, and then of course we got uplifted ancient ocean floor right there. That's all limestone, part of a big fold thrust belt complex. A bunch of anticlines that basically get pushed up like a throw rug on a hardwood floor. It's amazing, man. I mean, it's just, we're 2 hours south of the border right here. And there you go. Dioon edule, everybody. Look at that. Got that cyanobacteria in the roots helping it fix nitrogen. I'm trying to get up close to that cycad. I waded into the brush. We got a cool Argyrocosma, as indicated by that bright white abaxial surface. Wonderful, wonderful fern right there. You can see just growing out of the crack in the rock. Oh, who's this? Is that a Pelea? God damn it. Amazing, amazing shit everywhere. Love these fucking mountains. There's a big Astrolipus right there. I assume that's just Integerrima. What's this? This is Erythrostemon right here. And who's that? Dasylirian? It's like a precarious Dasylirian. Look, this whole hillside is just composed of conglomerate. Washed out of the canyon that we're in over the last few million years. Probably. God damn. Who's this? Is that a croton or what? I can't even tell. No flowers. But there's the Dioon up there. Alright, let's head back down. Continue on. Here we got the Euchnide lobata. You can see those inflorescences, those seed capsules recurving towards the rock that they grow. It normally grows out of cliff faces and self-sows its own seed. There we go. There's a little guy, little seedling Dioon edule. Look at that, unmistakable leaves. Wow, seed must have, yeah, there you go. Seed came from way up there. Ah, and then we got Decatropis bicolor, Rutaceae, the citrus family. Look at that rusty indumentum. Almost looks like some kind of sumac. But I wish that grew in South Texas. But unfortunately, that's one that doesn't make it into the U.S. Now at an elevation of roughly, I don't know, what are we at, 6,700 feet, you could see, the herpers are over there being herpers. They're flipping, looking for snakes. And right here we got Buddleia cordata, which is one of the most important native pioneer species of the central Mexican plateau. And it's got a few different subspecies and ecotypes. It smells wonderful up here. You can see opposite leaves, everything covered in pubescence. Same genus as the dreaded butterfly bush, Buddleia, which has members that can become 120-foot tall trees in Central America. This one, well, this ecotype generally tops out at 20 or 30 feet, but then you go down to Mexico City and they got some that can reach heights of 60 or 70 feet. But, degraded former agricultural land. We got Pinus arizonica right there. Juniperus flaccida. That's not flaccida. That's Pinus symbroides, it looks like. Pinus symbroides and Pinus arizonica. But we got Juniperus flaccida, the flaccid juniper, all around the area. Wonderful species. These degraded areas, I enjoy botanizing them too. What if they found? Wonder what they found. They're looking for some crotalus. They're over there tearing up tin, moving tin around, whatever the shit. We got a cool salvia here. They don't care about the plants, but I'm thankful they brought me with. Salvia camidrioides, which I grow, actually. I've got this growing in West Texas. See, there's the leaves right there. We're at 6,700 feet elevation. What is that, about 3,000 meters? Or, 2,000 meters? Look at that fluffy, chalky mint foliage. This plant, this is fucking terrible. This is a bad invasive. Probably cool where it's native, like many invasive species. The dreaded Asphodylus. Aloe family. Asphodolaceae. It's a monocot. Monocot related to aloe in the same family as aloe. I believe this is from the Mediterranean, but it's really bad. It's a horrible invasive here in much of central higher elevation Nuevo Leon. Oh, this is a beautiful one. We got a species of snapdragon vine and a genus Morandiella, but it's not the one we get in Texas. Look at how glandular that calyx is, and look at how large that flower is. Growing out of a limestone rock wall. What is this? Is this a circocarpus of some kind? Fucking incredible. God damn it. Except we're at 7,000 feet in Nuevo Leon. There's the leaves. Variations on a theme. Again, look at that. Look at that calyx. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how the fruit looks. Look at how glandular that is. It's so sticky. God, it's so cool. I love, knowing the genus and then finding out the species later after you've already, lost your mind. I've been so amped at it. It's seeing a variation on a theme. Another variation on a theme. Look at the telangia up there, too. It's a hairy telangia, much more hairy than the Spanish moss you see in New Orleans. Okay, Clint, what's going on here? Who's this?
This is a young Scalopora spinosus. I don't know what they're called, but big spiny lizard. Juvenile, I don't know.
He's a sweet man, though.
Yeah.
How big? So these get.
They call them spinosus because they're a little spiky looking.
How big do they get?
They get huge. They get like 12 inches long.
I've only been to this area of Nuevo Leon in the spring. I've never been here in the fall when everything's going off. Here's an Orangium, a carrot. Apiaceae is the family relative of the Midwestern plant known as rattlesnake master. There's those leaves looking like a bromeliad, and it's growing next to what I presume is Agave montana. Look at that. God, the fucking diversity is insane. This is Gutierrezia or Gymnosperma? Probably Gymnosperma. That's some sort of pea. What stevia is this? Is this serrata? All the composites are blooming now too. A lot of late summer, early fall composites. Look at that forest. Holy shit. 7,200 feet. Look at that. God. Fucking herpers, bless their hearts. I love them. They're my friends, but they wouldn't let me out of the car. Fucking herpers wouldn't let me out of the car. The whole ride up here, I'm seeing all kinds of crazy shit. And then here we are at 7,400 foot elevation. What is that? Roughly 2,200 meters? 2,300 meters? 22, I think. In an oak forest. The healthy duff. We got thunder in the distance. And a wealth of cool plants. Like this penstemon. I assume this is just that Penstemon gentianoides. Actually, I'm talking my ass. Look how glandular it is, though. Style persistent, and you got all the glands, those little glandular trichomes. Oh, some amazing stuff here. It just looks like incredible habitat. Wonder what these oak species are. And you look up in them, and you got all kinds of bromeliads. And is that Pleopeltis, the resurrection fern? Cicadas going nuts. The living world. Much less desecrated than in the United States. Probably a result of both a poorer populace and less of an orgy of development. Then we got a totally different penstemon species here. Look at that. No glands on the stem. Oh no, I guess you do have it. Maybe it's the same one. I got too excited. It's all right. Fuck off. You know what? The staminode, that thing in the center, which all penstemons have. You can see it's not the style because the style is right there. It's that little hook coming down next to those black anthers. Ooh, but the staminode is it's only got a little tuft. It's got like a little runway strip. A little runway strip of hairs on it. Yeah, I guess it's just the same one. Oh, who's this? What salvia is this? Is this just the? No, that's not Chamodryoides. Holy shit! This is a whole different. This is a different salvia species. That's nice. God damn. I've seen so much. There's so much diversity. Just the drive up here. Look at the cute little shack. It's nice. A nice tin. The herpers love the tin because they like to go put it out for the snakes, create habitat, then come back 6 months later and see what's living under it. Got Chaptalia, of course, which we get in Texas as well. It's a mutisioid composite. Got a basal rosette, sends up escape. And then there's the flower head. The fucking camera won't focus. Got some nice mushrooms too. Looks like Cortinarius. Those circular patterns. I assume that's mycorrhizal. We are beneath a large pine. I don't know if that's Pinus hartwegi. I don't think we're high enough up yet, but that's a large goddamn pine. It's not Arizonica. Ooh, it's got a pleasant smell to it. Mushroomy, but pleasant. Ooh, look, it's a white phenotype of that penstemon. It's still glandular. And then look at this. This is a bizarre mushroom. It's mushroom season, man. Mexico in late summer, early fall is fucking great. That's the time to go. Ah, listen to the cicadas. I can't take it. Yeah, what is this? What is this? I don't know. I'll put it up on iNet. I'll ask Alan to come. Hey, hey, guy, come here. Take a look. Tell me what I'm looking at. What is this stuff? Oh, that does not smell good. It kind of smells like bad breath. Oh, I know what this one is. Look at that. That bright red. It's a lobster mushroom. It's a fungus parasitizing a mycorrhizal fungus, and it's edible. Ooh, it kind of smells fishy too. Slightly. That's a very distinct. Everybody knows hypomyces, don't you? Huh? Huh? You know hypomyces? God, this habitat's nice. You know what's crazy to think about too is that this is closer to where I live than San Antonio. Geographically, as the crow flies, it's faster to drive here than it is to go to San Antonio. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, it's just something that I thought it was like an old mycoheterotrophic orchid, which, you know, in a pine oak forest would not be surprising to find. Surprised I haven't seen more russulas here. That stipe texture and that cap, that give way for russula, which of course are mycorrhizal. Mycorrhizal with both pines and oaks. Got little arbutus seedlings, madrone seedlings. You also get Chimerostaphylos here. But the species that, I think it's Polyanthopholia, the species that grows, the species of Chimerostaphylos that grows here looks like a madrone, but it's got very narrow leaves. And the fruit only has one seed instead of like madrones, you know, which have many seeds. They're a berry. So it's a drupe on Chimerostaphylos versus a berry on madrone. This is just Quercus mexicana. Looks like it. Glabrous up top, pubescent indumentum below, and it's everywhere. It's the dominant species here, and it's the reason there's all this fungal diversity. This guy, this is Tillandsia arroyoensis, which is a Sierra Madre Tillandsia. God, look at that. Just a bunch of peltate trichomes giving it that beautiful chalky mint green color. Ooh, there's a nice bolete, or member of Boletaceae, another mycorrhizal guy. Yeah, look at that underside. No gills, pores. Watch this be like sinum or something. Oh, that stipe texture is fucking nice. Look at that. That's a very distinct stipe texture. That'd be a nice one to draw, too. But just the one little guy. Look how fat that stipe is, too. He's a cute little fatty. Oh, little gordita. There's that lobster mushroom again. The hypomyces. God, they fucking stink. It really does smell bad. It really does. It does smell bad. I guess it's rotten, but. And looking at this rich living tapestry growing epiphytically on this oak, that Pleopeltis polylepis. Look at my sori. Ooh, in series of 2. Look at that little orange fuzzy polka dots. Little clusters of sporangia. Oh, look at those little glands on the side. What's this? This is just Lactarius again, I think. Another mycorrhizal mushroom. You know, 4 out of every 5 mushrooms I've been seeing here has been mycorrhizal. And that's because we got these pines and oaks. Both ectomycorrhizal genera. God, it's rich. Ooh. Now we're in a clearing in what appears to be a little earthen dam, perhaps guarding a stock pond or a stock tank. And keep in mind, we're at 7,300 feet. I'm getting a little winded. We got beautiful specimens of Agave montana over there, which grows great in Portland. Actually, is that Montana or is that ovatifolia? Yeah, classic Montana. God, what a beautiful species, Jesus. Oh, I love your waxy glaucous epidermal tissue. I love your teeth. Somewhat painful. What a fucking massive. It's like a it's like an 800-pound plant right there. Just a giant tank of water and carbohydrates. God, look at all that asphodylus. What a fucking horrible plant. I mean, cool where it's native, but here it's a fucking pain in the rectum. And they use it in horticulture in Texas still. Crazy. Just, unimaginative. Fucking drab, boring. Use pieces of the living world. You've heard me say it. You've heard me say it, but I won't even start. Let's go check out this hillside right here. You know what's odd is that none of these agaves are forming offsets. None of them are forming, quote, pups. Whereas I remember being on Cerro Potosi at a much higher elevation, and the agave species up there was producing prodigious amounts of offsets, of pups. So that might be the distinction between Montana and Gentrii. That was Gentrii. Oh, look at that wonderful madrone. Much healthier. They look much healthier here than the ones in central Texas. Who's this little crassulaceous succulent? Suppose it's just Sedum wrightii. I think there's like 9 species of sedum in Nuevo Leon, but look at those reduced leaves. Just little fat, abbreviated leaves. Oh, it's the Vernonia species. Look at that. Sessile, barely a petiole. And there's a flower. I've been seeing this all over, but not in flower. Here it's finally in flower. Growing in a wash. I mean, nice trash. There's not too much garbage here. Oh, wow, look at that one. That's a really nice specimen. Yeah, see, this is in better shape. There we go. Wonderful ironweed here at 7,300 feet, 2,100 meters in Nuevo Leon on limestone. See, you can see those discoid flowers, no rays, multiseriate phyllaries, but really it's that color that gives it away. Those magenta corollas. Look at the white pollen, too. White pollen grains. Ah! Oh, really nice arbutus. Arbutus halepensis. Look at the fuzz. Look at the indumint. Nice pink indumint. Love to see what mushrooms are coming up with this. Oh, look at that. We got a little guy. Just a tiny little Crotalus marulus. How big did these get?
Bigger than this, like I think 2.5 feet is probably a decent size, maybe 3.
Yeah, but they're generally higher elevation rattlers.
Sorta. I mean, it's a rock rattlesnake, so they're in the lower elevation stuff too.
Where'd you find them? Just down there?
I didn't find it. Chris did.
In a creek or what?
Yeah, he got them. Well, it was just kind of cruising around down in the creek.
It's a photo op. Then you can go. Oh, that's adorable. Listen to his little rattle. He sounds like a cicada. It's so cute. So you just told him, just getting him to calm down. It's like putting a blindfold on a horse, maybe, huh?
Yeah.
But you wouldn't use that glove with like an Atrox or something, obviously,
Absolutely
right?
not.
No, just these little guys.
These little guys, it's fine. He'll just kind of.
Oh, he's so cute. Look at it. Look how cute. Oh, you're so cute. You see that? Look how cute you are, huh? There you go. Just the Wexler hat. Shout out to D. Wexler Steel. The Wexler hat for scale. Yeah. Oh, it's a gregarious species. Look, it's a little strawberry. Look, you got a little orange tail. God. Ah, shit. I know you're skeptical. I don't blame you. I don't fucking like most people. Well, I like people as individuals when you get them in a group. And we aren't a group. I can't blame you, but that fucking tail's showy as hell. Oh, beautiful orange. How old do you think this guy is? He's a juvenile, huh?
A year old.
Really?
Yeah, because he's got enough rattles to shake it. You know, so if he was a neonate, he'd be a lot smaller and he'd just have a single button.
Oh, I see this guy.
Wexler hat for scale.
I think.
Look at that tail, man. It looks like it's evolutionarily built for mimicry, like a bait. Yeah, a lure. What do you call it? Cottaluring?
Coddle.
Yep. Because they're lizard eaters.
So he's trying to mimic like a
caterpillar or something.
Oh, look at it. Look, I'm sorry, buddy. It's gonna be over soon. But look at your beautiful stomach. Hang in there. We're not gonna eat you. You're not in the hands of a roadrunner. So we're going back down to the creek we're gonna let him go. Just put him back. That's a good spot. There you go, buddy. Up here at 7,700 feet in a beautiful agrarian valley. Just abandoned agricultural fields. We got the Buddleia sortioides, which we get in West Texas as well. Genus of butterfly bush. There's those tiny flowers. Opposite leaves, everything's fuzzy. Tomentose as hell. We got this Tithonia as well. God damn, look how fuzzy that whole thing is. Jesus. Tomentose, covered in wool. We got tons of ambrosia. That might be Iva annua, actually, which those produces edible seeds. Asteraceae. But we got a buckwheat here. Look at this. We got an Eriogonum species with the white indumentum on the abaxial surface and a quite tomentose on the adaxial surface, and then those hairs are red. Look, the stipe for those flowers are red, and then the flowers are post. But where's the involucre? What's the involucre look like? Involucre appears red too. See, it's just growing with the grass right here. We got a beehive in there, apparently, or so Kyle says. But he's got a bee suit, you know. As a herper, he's got a dedicated bee suit. Oh, the flowers on this buckwheat they smell terrible. They smell like feet. Wild. Yeah, look at this Artemisia species. How do we know it's Artemisia? Because the smell. It's got such a peculiar habit, though. Look, it's like almost pure chalky white, and very narrow and tall. You can see it's just everywhere. So it's ruderal. It's a ruderal plant that grows into areas of disturbance. I guess a pioneer species is more appropriate. That fucking asphodel is everywhere. God, I hate it. Oh, we got a nice dahlia down here now, so you can see we're away from the disturbed area and more of what resembles a somewhat intact habitat. Nice dahlia species right there, yellow flowers. Still got the fuzzy and glandular calyces right there. See those calyx lobes, those sepals. Not getting very tall. Here's a scrub oak of some kind. Almost looks like Moriana with tinier leaves. Moriana is a West Texas species. You can see this thing's not getting that tall. We got Pinus sombroides. We got Yucca carnerosana. And this Monarda as well, which I saw quite a bit of back down the way, but you know, the herpers wouldn't let me stop, so I can't, you know, it's their trip. They just were kind enough to, you know, let me come along, so. But there you go, Monarda, quote unquote bee balm. Look at this massive, look at that massive yucca. Oh, the temperature's so pleasant. And then we got this Hymenopappus as well, which we get quite a few species in Texas, but we don't get this one. Very odd shaped at an involucre, and then there's those nearly perfectly circular, wide open florid corollas. And the phyllaries, very distinct shape to the phyllaries too. And there's a rosette. Looks like they're done. They're out there placing tin. Ooh, Bootalua. So Kyle, tell everybody what you're doing here. You're basically creating habitat, correct?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to make it easier for myself to find the snakes that I want. Because if you look around, there's really not a whole lot of natural cover. There's definitely like a rock base to this, a rock foundation of these hills, but there's not a whole lot of exposures. And there's definitely snakes here, but there's just nothing to really flip them under. So we're setting out this tin because it works so well for us in South Texas and everywhere else. We want to try it out here and see if we can't make our lives easier and catch some snakes out here.
So you save the spots, then come back to them and then lurk them hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's nice.
So we're going to clear out the ground so it settles in easier, kind of sprinkle some dirt around it and really make it kind of season. And, you know, stuff like this, it's a good thing for stuff to live in. They can go in here and they'll already be using stuff like this. And then when you set a stack of tin out there, it's like a magnet because it's that much better. And they're going to like to use that over anything natural.
And you do what, like 5-6 layers?
So because we're limited on it, And I think because of the high elevation and cool temperatures up here, I think we can get away with 4. So that's what we're doing here. But yeah, in South Texas, it's normally about 5 or 6.
It's just giving them temperature choices.
Yeah, so
right?
they've got a thermal gradient. So on the bottom, it's going to be cooler, higher humidity. And on the top, it's going to be hotter with lower humidity. And gives them a lot of choices so they can stay in there longer, which basically opens up our window of opportunity to find those snakes.
Oh, look, it's Condalia, buckthorn family, Rhamnaceae, with those bright red bird-dispersed fruits. And we got a flower on there, too. A little tiny rhamnaceous flower. Condalia ericoides. Look at this verbena. It's like electric blue. Holy shit, that's nice. Ah! Who pollinates you? Some little moth? I didn't realize that we got Thelosperma subnudum too. A woody Thelosperma, discoid flowers. You can see the flowers just dumping out of that involucre. You got the caliculi subtending it. And right there, you got that suffrutescent base. See, what you're witnessing now is dedication to the craft. Kyle has brought a full-on bee suit here because there's a hive of killer bees in this dilapidated building, but we want the tin. So he's put on his bee suit and he's ripping the tin off there, which we will then take out to the bushes and stack in a clandestine spot to later come back and check for any reptile activity. But hopefully he doesn't fall through the roof of that building and gravely injure himself, as we are in a remote area with no service and who knows how far the hospital is. But you know, it really does take dedication. Yeah, now what do we find here? What is this?
This is Scalopris spinosus.
This is Spinosus. He's a grandiose bastard. Would you call it a grandiose bastard? That's pretty. Is that the largest Scalopris?
I would say this is a pregnant female, sir.
Oh my God. Holy, how do you tell that?
There's no blue on the belly. Males have blue.
Uh-huh.
And then just look at her. I mean, come on.
Wow.
Look at that baby bump.
She looks like she's almost enjoying it a little bit. I'm sorry.
She's a little cold.
Yeah. Well, she was just hanging out on top of the roof over there?
I think she was on the pieces of tin.
Oh. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're so gentle and sweet. You're probably just cold. But that's okay. I'll pretend you're, you're really enjoying this. Oh, it's a beautiful sight. A late fall bloom of composites. We got that white Parthenium species. We got this of some kind. It could be Tahiti as well. I haven't identified it yet. Look at the flower. Look at the flower head. And then there's a very small and tiny. Oh, here's more San Vitalia. And then there's a very small and tiny. Something smelled amazing. Very marigold-ish. There we go. It was this guy. Look at that. You got glands on there. You got glands, tiny little flowers, and then red phylaries, maroon phylaries. And then this is all a
Biden. This is all a Joe Biden voter. This is a Biden species. God damn it, Biden. Don't force your Biden agenda off on me.
Sure is a lot of Bidens here. Got Tithonia. God, it's fucking beautiful. Let's go into the tree line over here. We are at 7,600 feet. Ooh. Oh, and who is this? What agave is this? Is this a Kino agave? I believe it might be. And more interesting, we got this orchid species right here. What is that? Dichromanthus? I think it is. I think it's Dichromanthus. Hummingbird and lepidopteran pollinated, whatever it is. You can see it's protected by this Echino agave, formerly in the genus Agave, but it came out on the other side of Manfreda when the DNA was looked at. You can see the inflorescences don't get too tall. God, what a beautiful spot. I feel like I'm high. Look at it. There's more Dichromanthus right there. Look at it. God, that's intoxicating. God, that's nice. Ah, more over there. Yeah, Kino agave striata, Pinus symbroides. We got this Tahiti species, some bunch grasses, bunch of nice stuff. Tillandsia recurvata, quote unquote ball moss. We're getting the whole palette of Midwest plants up here. We got a goldenrod species. We got a solid doggo. But again, we're at 7,500 feet in Nuevo Leon. Oh, it's getting too dark to film. What a shame, because we just found castellet. I believe this is sessilifolia. Look at those long white tube flowers. Pollinated by something with a long proboscis. Like a moth. You can see they mature to pink. Plenty of grass for them to parasitize. And in the same habitat, we got a fuzzy Thymophila. I don't think we get this one in Texas. Maybe we do. I'd have to check. If I've observed it before, I lose track of shit. Look at those. You get those orange glands. Still got those orange glands on the phylaries. 7,000 feet elevation. In pinyon and scrub oak and Buddleia sortioides forest. Okay, we came down to 52. What do we have? 5,200 feet. What do we got here? Is a pine snake, Pituophis. What's the species?
Depii.
Yeah, that's a looker, man.
Baby.
It's pretty.
That's beautiful. This year's baby for sure.
What's the temperature? Like 70?
72 or so. Oh, very nice.
Nice night out.